Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we are going to be doing my 2021 year in review using my Powersheets. Unfortunately, I did fill out my Powersheets off camera, thinking that I would be able to combine all this stuff together, and then I got to talking and I was like, oh, I forgot I talk a lot. So it's going to need to be broken up so there's not like the world's most incredibly long video. But anywho, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe below. Hope y'all are having a super fantastic day. We are closing out 2021. This has been a wonderful year for me. I know that it's kind of hard to say that with everything that's been going on that hasn't been good in the world overall, but on a very micro level, this was a good year for me. I set many goals in different areas, and even though I could not achieve everything, I was able to get some things done. So the first thing that's in my Powersheets is my favorite memory. And I guess my favorite memory will have to be when Mrs. BS actually came to Memphis and she and I got to have like lunch together, chit chatting and talking. It was just like running into an old friend. You would have sworn up and down I had met her like a million times before. Like I knew her for years. So that has got to be my favorite memory from 2021. My best new habit. Now, this is going to sound really, really pitiful. My best new habit is making up my bed and water flossing daily. I don't miss a beat with those two. You guys know that earlier this year, late 2020, I took care of a lot of dental issues. And so I wanted to make sure I did not want to continue along that track. So I have been water flossing. I've been using regular floss too, but I have problems with the back teeth, and water flossing is how I can get up in there. And so far so good. So far so good. My most memorable adventure would have to be going to Starry Nights. You guys know that I spent most of this year paying off debt, so there wasn't a lot of time to actually get out, enjoy all the things, and hang out and things like that. It was make the money, pay the debt. Make the money, pay the debt has been my main focus. And so it was nice to just get a random email to get free tickets and then actually go in and actually get the free tickets, because a lot of my coworkers, they didn't get the opportunity. And so that was the footage that I shared with you guys this past Friday. But yes, being able to go there, I have always wanted to go there, always wanted to take my sons to go and see that. Never understood how that worked. Just used to always see it on TV way back in the day. So I was very, very excited to have that opportunity to be able to go and visit and hear all the different Christmas musics with the different displays as you go through. It was very, very nice. I wish I could have caught more of it than what I actually did. Milestones celebrated. I've lost over 15 pounds since I started Omada, which was back in October, I believe. Yeah, beginning of October. And so far, so good this year. On that one particular program, I've lost 18 pounds. So I'm just like, yay. Because at the beginning of the year, I set up a goal. Let's start there. The goal for the year was to lose 40 pounds. Yeah, no. And so when I saw that that came in, I got the flyer in the mail and it was connected to my health insurance, didn't cost me no money. I was like, you got to give it a chance because you can't not do this. This is not just for current me, this is for future me. So um I did it and I'm glad I did. So with the 18 and the 7, so I at least got over 50% of the original goal that I set. And so it's one of those things where sometimes you don't reach your goal, but at least you get closer. So if I think back to December of 2020, I'm actually in better shape now than I was back then. So, that's a milestone to celebrate. So, yeah, and it took me almost all year to find something that actually worked for me and that has, lasted with me along this whole entire, this journey. It hasn't been as bad because it's not about me modifying like food groups. I don't take away certain groups of food and I can't eat that. It's like more about mindful eating. It's like deciding, hey, when I sit down, this salad right here that I'm going to get from, let's say I get it from Zaxby's, deciding before I even get the salad in my hands that that's 2 servings, that this is lunch and it's going to be dinner, because those things are huge. But like making up my mind that I am eating a lot of food and knowing that even if I eat half, I am going to be full. And so kind of understanding that, and it's been working for me. That has been the odd part. Um my biggest change has been the eating habits. They have definitely I'm definitely a lot more conscientious about my triggers, especially when I'm stressed, and the need for salty snacks or sweet snacks. Giving myself an opportunity to get up and try to walk. It's a little bit difficult when I work from home, but the eating, I am working on it. Is still needs to be refined, but I am working on it, and I am very satisfied with where I am right now, because I could be doing just what I was doing in December 2020, and which is like show me the cakes. um, the most beautiful sight I saw in 2021. The most beautiful sight I saw would have to be when I would go to the park in the fall. The fall is my favorite time of the year, and I would see all the beautiful trees, the different changes in all the colors and the contrast. It would just be so lovely to walk around the park and just get to see all of that. I think on Instagram, I actually had posted a picture, and I think the sun was kind of shining through. That was me. I actually took that on one of my walks, so I like that kind of stuff. So it was very, very nice. So that was probably the most beautiful thing I had saw in 2021. Best thing I read or listened to. So I had a tie for this one. Both of these were suggestions from Dream Chaser 57 and Millionaire Success Habits and The Son of Mr. Solomon. I hope I'm saying that right. But one was fiction and one was nonfiction. So they were very good reads for me. The Millionaire Success Habits helped me get off my butt, and open up my Etsy shop, because it had been on my mind for years and I never did it, because there was a lot of fear behind all of that. Um, and The Son of Mrs. Sullivan, it was just great just to have a fiction read, just to disconnect, just to be able to put myself in someone else's shoes and not have to focus on my own problems and the things that's going on with me, like just to disconnect. And I love that. Song on repeat. It would have to be Mary Mary Get Up, because that one was definitely a motivator, especially when I am afraid to try something new, and I know it ain't gonna happen unless I do something. So if I want to change, I want to experience something that I've never had before, I'm gonna have to do something I've never done before. And so that's why I love that song. So I always play that one as a motivator to get up. Best meal or recipe. I think it was the blackened chicken. Once I found that seasoning up in Walmart one time, and whenever I make that, I can do blackened salmon, blackened anything. It's good. It's very, very good. Doesn't have any changes to like my blood pressure or anything like that. It is wonderful. I love that stuff. Goal progress that most surprised me. And so this is going to be the very last one, but the goal progress that most surprised me had to be paying off my debt. When I went into 2020, I was looking at paying a maximum of 35,000. I was excited to pay 35,000 because I knew that left me with a smaller amount, and that I would be done for sure in February of 2022. I didn't see some things happening, right? Because the way I was looking at it was based on my history. So from 2018, where I was paying 29,300, and then 2019, 29,400, and then 2020 was 32,400. And so I had no idea I would be able to pay 41,400 this year and pay everything off and be done with it before 1 month before the end of the year. So that was the goal that most surprised me. Um, and plus, once I could plot it out and see that it was possible, all I could do was just like, okay, I'm just making a beeline. I don't care how tired I am, how exhausted I am with this, how I want to do something for myself. At some points, it was just like, just go ahead and get this done, because once you're on the other side of it, then I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. And, I don't have the guilt of carrying student loan debt with me anymore. So that was the most surprising, because I believe I set the 35,000 goal based off of the 32,000 that I was able to pay last year. So yeah, that's a big jump, and I know that a big part of it came from the bonus that I earned late January. No, not late January, July. And that was that was the biggest bonus I've ever gotten at my company. And so, well, not my company, but my employer. But that's the biggest bonus I've ever seen. And I believe my friend, she's been working there. She's probably going on 30 years. She started straight out of high school. And I think she said it was the biggest one she had ever seen. So it was great. And I was very blessed that, nothing went wrong. Because typically when I get a bonus, y'all, my car breaks down. Always. And so I was very, very blessed that I could put a big portion of it to my dad, and then I could put some to household items, things I needed around here. And that was really good, and get all of that stuff taken care of. And then it was just like, okay, let's put everything else and then wrap this on up and put a bow on it. And so, yeah, 2022 is definitely in the finances area. It's going to be just the year of the savings. It's just going to be the year of savings, and, getting to enjoy life. I've been paying off debt for so long that it's a challenge to think outside of it. It's actually, like, I can feel my anxiety kind of increase when I see the money. Even when I see the money in my accounts, and then, like, I'm like, travel goes into this savings account, and then my emergency fund needs to go over to this account over here, and I'm moving the money around, and it's not disappearing. It's a very weird thing. And, like, I'm saying disappearing, like I don't know what happened to the money. I would have paid the money out to the debt. It had an assignment, it had some place to go, and this is a new assignment for my money. And so it's very, very different for me. Very, very different, because it doesn't go anywhere. It's actually like I log back in and it's there. And hopefully that makes sense for you guys. It's like I see the balance, and my checking account, I'm used to like the 300 and something dollar cushion that I have sitting in there, because I paid everything else out on in bills. And so I'm seeing one account build up. My primary account, there's still money there. There's still money in the savings there. So it's a lot for me. And I'm trying to make sure that, I don't just go ham and be like, woo, I can do what I want. I can't do what I want. I have to be responsible and, do the things that's going to help propel me forward. And so, and thank y'all so much for y'all support during this whole thing, because even when everything happened, right? Everything started shutting down, and we had that one session where I was just bumping my gums, right? I'm just talking. Y'all let me talk that through. Some of you guys understood clearly what I was trying to do. Y'all understood. Y'all understood that I was taking advantage of this no interest, that at that time I was going to save like close to $400 a month. And so every time they extended it, that was more time for me not to have to pay any more interest on those loans than what I've already paid. If you think about what I paid back total, I paid them more than what I borrowed. Way, 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 way more than what I borrowed. So it's just like, oh, if I can just go ahead, just get these folks out of my life. And now it's done. It's done. And now the money that sits on my bank account is just now trying to come to a realization that it is mine, it has a purpose, and it's supposed to be there. I work for it, I work hard for it. It's supposed to be there, and everything is okay. I'm not messing something up. And I think that's what goes on in my head. And so that's what makes this the goal that most surprised me, because I am able to save. And I guess it's good that I'm experiencing all of this before the new year begins, because a lot of the spending that I have been doing, it's going to stop in January. I know I'm traveling, but I'm gonna have a budget what I go out with, because it's my friend's birthday. So I'm gonna have a budget and things that I'm gonna be working from, and I'm going to spend within that budget. And then what doesn't get spent is saved up for the next trip, and then I'm gonna save up for that. So like those, that's all new. New experiences and stuff, right? And so here to the new experiences for 2022 for all of us, right? And let me know, how was your 2021? One of the things I do want to say is, when you reflect on 2021, think about where you were in 2020 and give yourself a pat on the back. It's okay to break your arm patting yourself on the back every once in a while, because sometimes we may not be where we want to go, but we are further ahead than where we were. And so it's okay to celebrate our small wins. And I am proud of all of you guys who share your wins with me, share where you're trying to go, what you're trying to achieve, because you guys have been paying off debt too. Some of you guys have been saving, you're paying off homes. Those are very huge items. And, I haven't even got there yet. But, let me know what your 2021 year in review was. What's the best habit? What's that you picked up this year? What was your most memorable adventure? What was your biggest change? You know, if you can just pick one of those items and think about that and then celebrate that. Because sometimes we beat ourselves up so much. And then, we're always surrounded with things and messages that always tell us that we're not good enough. And we are. We are good enough. We should be here. Where we are is where we are, but it's not where we're going to stay. We're just passing through. And so thank you all so much for watching. That was my 2021 year review. Don't forget to share your experiences below if you would like to, because you never know who you'll motivate, who you may speak to that may just be reading the comment section. If you haven't had a chance to like the video. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do so. We're a community over here. I like to think of us as family. And I will talk to you guys later. I think this video is going to go up on Wednesday, so you'll be seeing my grocery haul on Thursday. And then I'm hoping to get the 2022 prep up to you guys Friday. I'm hoping. But yeah, I got to get prepared for Christmas. But yeah, thank y'all so much. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.